God bless you. You're welcome. So today we'll be looking at the last phrase in that verse 6. And by this we are going to be ending our study 2 under this subject. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but my own vineyard have I not kept. Do not forget where we ended it yesterday. My mother's children were hungry with me. So she continued by saying, they made me the keeper of the vineyards, but my own vineyard have I not kept. The mother's children were hungry, you remember, with the bride, when they saw her humility. And when they realized that she had attained a place in God which they knew little about, and thus left the keeping of the vineyards to her. She had to take the pruning shears and prune the vines because they were angry with her, because they don't understand what she had been through. The vineyard is a symbol of the heart in which the bridegroom desires to plant his vines of surrender and obedience and to produce the wine of joy and delight. Let me take that again. The vineyard is a symbol of the heart in which the bridegroom desires to plant his vines of surrender and obedience and to produce the wine of joy and delight. With this responsibility of ministry, something sad began to happen. What is this? Being so burdened with the care of the vineyards, the espoused bride began to neglect her own vineyard. Can you see it in that passage? They made me the keeper of the vineyard, but my own vineyard have I not kept. It is wonderful to help others with the vineyards of their hearts in pruning and digging, that they might bear more and better fruit of surrender and obedience to the Lord. But if we neglect our own vineyard, we will destroy even the former growth of surrender and obedience, thus losing our vision and union with the bridegroom. And this is the problem of many people today. We look out for others, we forget about ourselves. You see many ministering doing well in the ministry, and their home will be lacking. You see people working on others, changing them, why they themselves they are deteriorating. We have to watch this. Keeping other vineyards, why not attending to our own? Everything we have been working for, if we are not careful, we may lose them. The first relationship the espoused bride experienced with her bridegroom was the chambers of the king of humility. As she progressed in her spiritual preparation, she learned many things which she ministered from the throne of humility. He brought her into his chambers to teach her lessons of surrender, obedience, and humility. He ministered to her until her color changed and she became sunburned, thoroughly brown, as it were, in his humility. Thus, we have seen a portion of the stature of the growth from the king of humility. I'm going to give you a picture now. You are going to see it on the screen. From the chambers of humility to change of color, to the studs of silver, and then to the borders of gold. Can you see that? The bride did not learn the complete stature of humility at the first visitation from the king. She only learned the first 2 points, the secret chamber and the change of color. You can, if you look at that picture, you see that we have not talked about the studs of silver and the borders of gold. We have only mentioned the chambers of humility and the change of color. So the next 2 points on the stature under the ministry of the king, that is the studs of silver and the borders of gold, are ministered to her under the joint administration of the shepherd and the king. So we are going to cover the last 2 points after we have progressed into the shepherd relationship. Do not forget, at the beginning, there are 4 pictures of the bridegroom: the king, the shepherd, the roe, and the husbandman. So we have seen the king, but the growth cannot complete only with the king of humility. By the king of humility, she has been able to enter into the chamber, and by that, her colors have been able to change. But the ministry will not be completed until the bridegroom relates with her as the shepherd. And this will lead us to our study 3, as we are going to look at the bridegroom as the shepherd. But my friend, as you drop this today, I want you to examine your life. The last one we talked about here: while you work on others, do not neglect yourself, so that you will not lose the relationship that you have been building with the bridegroom.
God bless you. We shall meet tomorrow as we are going to start our study 3 by the grace of God. God bless you. See you tomorrow.